Ooh. What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarence.
And this is Calliope, the 11th episode of The Sandman, Part 2. If you want to catch our reaction to A Dream of a Thousand Cats, that went up last night. It's on the channel. Click on the Sandman playlist link in the comments or in the description. It'll take you right to it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, this is Calliope starring Rory.
Rory! Does Amy show up?
I have no idea. I just know that Rory's in it. In case the show did not feel enough like Doctor Who to you.
Is this like his Centurion years where like she's in like the box and he like has to guard it?
That would be very funny.
Is that why she's not there?
This is a side adventure. This is the crossover episode.
Makes sense.
Yeah. No, this is going to be a fun story that I love. And I'm very happy that they did it. I'm just happy we got an 11th episode of Sandman so soon. I thought we were going to have to wait like 2 years.
Yeah, me too.
So let's dive into it, I guess.
You can't force
Ugh, school.
every fraught, meaningful silence.
Neil Gaiman loves his fraught, meaningful silences.
Could you tell us a bit about your process, finding it difficult to not hate every single thing I write?
Sad to report that I've been doing this for a very long time and it doesn't get
go
any
away.
easier.
Yeah.
I still hate every single thing that I write.
My debut novel was rejected by 7 publishers before it became a bestseller. So,
Oh, his debut novel. His life's so hard. 7 publishers.
it's perfect. Thank you.
Where does one find a bezoar?
I actually wanted to be a writer, but my parents insisted I have something to fall back on. I still write when I have time.
Your parents are
but-
very wise. You're better off. I promise.
Wow. Did she give him an organ?
No, a bezoar. It said on the thing.
Oh.
Is it a sequel? Or something new?
That would be telling.
He's like, I don't know.
Wow. The tension in his body's wild.
Yeah.
I just love that we get more Sandman so fast. This is so delightful.
Yeah.
What a surprising gift on a Friday.
Thanks, Neil.
Yeah, thanks, Neil.
Are you alone?
Hey!
Oh.
It's the Master.
Yeah.
We've got Rory and the Master.
Come in, dear boy. Come in.
Rory's about to go on a different kind of adventure.
Can this just be all Doctor Who actors?
It would be very funny.
I haven't written a single word in a year. Nothing I haven't thrown away.
Then I suggest you sit down, have a drink, and show me my present. Not necessarily in that order. Trichino Bezoar.
This is so creepy.
An old writer with no one to talk to grows fond of the sound of his own voice.
Young writers are fond of the sound of their own voice, too.
True.
About the muses and how to control them, the hardest part was getting her back to England.
We are the Muses.
Bless my soul, Dream was on a roll. He's Morpheus. Who is the Sag boy? Dream is.
Oh my god.
There she is.
What would you with me now, Erasmus?
Ah.
Richard, this is Calliope, the youngest of the 9 sisters. Calliope, I'm giving you to Richard.
What you promised.
Writers are liars, my dear.
Wow.
I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, he's like, what if he's like, I don't want her? I release you from the smell.
Wow, this is...
They say one ought to woo her kind. But I must say I found force most efficacious.
Ah. Ah.
Some weird friends you keep, Rory.
Now, take the little cow away, Richard. I never want to see either of you again.
Well, I hate him.
Yes, he is the worst. Now the question is, does Rory do the right thing?
Not from a...
Not yet.
We're
Anyway.
not far enough into the episode yet for this character to realize he's the worst. Wow, that was so well done. That was like just it's being effective storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
I feel awful right now, but
I choose with whom I share my gifts.
Perhaps we both need time to think.
oh, damn it, dude. I would be such a boring protagonist in anything because I'd be like, go free, girl.
Oh yeah, get out of here.
I'm not keeping a woman captive. What?
Yeah, that's some weird ass. Yep.
No, go. If you want to stay. Like, you're welcome, but like, please don't stay here if you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Also, I don't have a lot of money. I can't like feed you, so like, get a job.
Well, she's a goddess. She's not gonna die.
No. Don't go look at your reviews. No. Don't go look at your reviews. You'll never write anything ever again.
No. Yeah, no, that was the wrong choice. What are the things the girls
You
like?
seek to woo me with presents?
Clothes, flowers, chocolates, perfume?
That's how I wooed you.
No, it's not. You're allergic to perfume.
That's true.
An artist does not hold a muse against her will.
You gave Erasmus Fry what he wanted.
He took it from me. And then he burned my scroll, which bound me to him and now to you, unless you say the words, that I may be as free as you are.
You think I'm free?
You're a white dude.
Yeah.
I haven't even started it yet. I don't even know what it's about. I'm drowning,
did you get?
Calliope.
Those are not the same thing, my dude.
Yeah. Not even a little bit. Not.
Ask me again when I am free.
Okay. God damn it.
The solution to your problem seems pretty clear, but
Yeah. And if she doesn't keep her word, you're in no different position than you were in. So, like.
yeah. Tinder's not gonna help him. He can't date because how do you bring a woman home?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm keeping a woman locked up in that room. Don't worry about it.
Your publisher's just called to harass me.
They want the book now. They're going to cancel the deal and demand the advance back.
But-
and there won't be
Anything I can do, because you'll no longer be my client.
Fair.
Oof.
Yeah, you can't take people's money.
She was created for this.
Oh, goddamn.
Men like us.
Humans suck.
Really do.
say something,
They really do.
so I know you understand.
I understand.
I'm gonna set her free and then I'm gonna beg for her to help me.
Yeah.
Calliope?
Only a writer would know how horrifying a blank page is.
Yeah, there's no coming back from that.
No.
Mother of the Kamen, hear my prayer.
Enough, beautiful voice.
Whoa, that was rad!
Damn.
The endless. There's a thought.
Wow.
She did bear his cup. That boy child who went to Hades for his lady love, Orpheus.
Dream King will never help me.
Like you, your former husband has been ensnared by mortals. Don't leave me here.
Damn.
God damn, this show's so goddamn good!
Yeah. That was cool.
Did you get all of that?
I think so.
That Calliope and Dream are Orpheus'
We're married.
parents? And so the story of Orpheus and Eurydice is Dream's kid?
Broadcast, streaming.
Who's the frontrunner?
I think it probably speaks to the author's pretension.
Yeah, fucking artists are so pretentious.
I do tend to regard myself as a feminist writer.
Where does that voice come from in you? The female voice?
Probably the woman I have locked upstairs.
That I'm beating.
From the women in my life.
I'm uncomfy.
Yeah.
It's always the men who call themselves feminist writers that treat
Oh
women
my
like
god,
this.
I know. And you're like, Just like grinding my teeth.
No, I need them to guarantee at the outset that cast and crew will be made up of at least 50% women and people of colour. And then we need to publicise it so they can't back out of it when it comes to hiring people.
Yeah. Oh, Hollywood.
You're writing him a letter.
Something like that.
Revenge is gonna be so sweet.
Rory is fucked.
Yeah.
You're mine. By law.
I would argue you don't know very much about how gods work, dude, and maybe be careful.
Yeah.
It's a shame people stopped reading him, that his work fell out of fashion. Not that you'll have to worry about that. You're Richard Maddock.
It's hard to look into the future and see
Yep.
what you've done.
You came.
My suffering was nothing compared to yours.
Don't say that. Comparing our suffering only compounds it. It pained me to hear of your misfortune.
What a line!
What punishment could be enough? Even his death would not bring back what he has taken from me.
Oh, I'm sure Dream can think of something.
I cannot allow him to go free.
Why? Because I was once yours.
Because he hurt you. The last time I saw you, you said you would never speak to me again. Let me help you. Please. I owe you that much.
Oh, yeah!
Uh-oh.
Tom Sturridge is...
So good.
It's unbelievable.
Who the fuck are you?
Be quiet. I know precisely who and what you are, Richard Maddock. I will not call any human agency.
If I didn't have her, I wouldn't be able to write. I wouldn't have ideas.
You will not set her free because you need ideas. If it's ideas you want, then you shall have them.
Don't mess with God stuff. Don't do it.
Yeah.
You won't win.
Perfectly happy with my mortal business.
Yeah. The only god I mess with is this goddess right here. And I only do that for fun. Nothing serious.
Of course.
Where does all that come from?
For me,
The woman I'm abusing.
anywhere. To destroy an author, they sacrifice a child and perform a critical mass.
Jeez.
Okay, wow.
Or a city where the streets are paved with time. Sorry. A were-goldfish. A man who inherits a library card to the Library of Alexandria. Two old women taking a weasel on holiday.
I would read that book.
I want to read about the were-goldfish. That sounds fun.
I'll write it.
I didn't have a pen or any paper, so I just used my hands. I needed the ideas, but they're coming too fast. Go to my house. There is a woman in a room upstairs. I free her.
Oh, he folded quick.
Yeah. His constitution not very high. I mean, he couldn't even write a goddamn book. He's like, I'm gonna beat this woman instead. So.
Yeah. I couldn't do any of this.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine.
Thank you.
I merely answered your call.
Do you still hate me? For leaving you?
I do not hate you.
I think you should release the mortal now. Not for him. For me.
And it's all gone with her. The ideas, the stories, they were all hers.
Whose? Who are you talking about?
I have no idea.
He gave an incredible performance this episode.
Yeah.
Like, really well done.
Oh.
Thank you, Onuros. I will not forget this.
Goodbye, Calliope.
So beautiful.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. What an image.
Right? Wow. Oh my god, what an incredible episode.
That was really cool.
Well, and just the idea of her being released from this like imprisonment, awful experience, and just to be able to immediately show empathy and kindness, not towards him obviously, but
Yes.
towards the idea of her future, and not wanting to just be about revenge moving forward, but actually going, hey, like, I'm gonna change things so this doesn't happen to other people. I just think it was such a beautiful idea, and you know, it's one of those things where like sometimes when you read stories like this in a comic, because it's written and it's just like pictures, it's a little bit easier to divorce yourself from the reality of how dark it is.
Mm-hmm.
But in live action, with an actress really saying those words, it is like it cuts to your core in a way that it just hits you different, right? It's a different medium.
Yeah.
And for me, this story has always been about the ending of it.
Yes.
But the show really made it about the journey of it, and I'm so appreciative of the narrative of that story. It was beautiful.
Well, and I think it's especially poignant after we've seen season 1 of Sandman, because obviously Dream was imprisoned, and obviously he was not happy about that, and definitely did not forgive. Right? Like she says, to let him go. Which is like this was like just another way in which Dream had changed and grown, and how we'd seen growth over his first season, and like a little in between season 1 and season 2, and it's smart, I think, to divorce this episode a little bit, because it doesn't really have anything. It feels separate, but it is almost also a commentary on what we have already seen, which is very clever.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that this is not part of a season of the show. Like, I do wonder how Sandman is going to handle its narrative moving forward in terms of seasons, given the way in which the stories in Sandman are told. You could do this with a lot of special episodes, right? Issue 19 is a story that I'm not going to say the title because it will give it away, but issue 19 is a story that you could do on its own.
Well, but why not, right?
Oh, of course.
You make them all, and you give people the season, so they have their like meal, and you give them little snacks throughout the rest of the day to get them to the next meal. Like
little snacks.
Well,
I just like the idea of this episode as a snack. This was dark and heavy.
Yes.
This was a Guinness beer. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Stormy, full of calories, beautifully acted.
Yeah, everybody. Oh my God, the acting in this was really, really like top notch. From everyone.
So emotional. I love this show so much. Like, I think this is one of my favorite things that people have created.
Yeah.
And I always loved the comic book. I always thought the comic book was brilliant. I think when I read the comic the first time, it's not that I think that the live action show is better.
Yeah,
I don't want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when I read the comic the first time, I was in college, and I don't think I was old enough or wise enough to really get it. And I think that re-experiencing Sandman now at 30 and being married and having experienced a lot more of life, I think that this narrative is hitting me in a way now that I don't think it could have hit me at 20 or at 18 when I first read this.
Yeah.
And I haven't read it in a decade, right? Other than I read the first 2 arcs to prepare for season 1, but
and I think that we also, like, when we watch things and react or talk about them, like, we really take the time to analyze them in a way that, when I was 18, 20, like, for example, we have a book club and we break things down every week, and I pick things up that, like, when I was 18, I sped through things and I read them and consumed it and was like, cool, on to the next thing.
Yeah.
Whereas now we take the time to really understand, like, why.
Yeah.
Right, and that's cool, and I think that that just comes with leveling up through life. So
yeah, I'm in love with the show. I really am. I think that this has been what a gift to get an extra episode. You know what I mean? After the 10 that I loved so much, and
I was not expecting it. Came out of nowhere, and I'm so happy. That was beautiful.
Yeah, it's funny. Like we split A Dream of a Thousand Cats and this into 2 separate episodes. For my sake for editing, it made my life easier, right? But the thread that ties those 2 episodes together is humans suck.
Yeah.
Humans are the worst.
Yeah.
Can I be a god? I would much rather. Can I go live in the dreaming?
Some of them kind of suck too.
That's true.
I mean, Zeus probably was not a good guy.
No, but Lucifer, so hot.
Hot, yeah. Also, not one of the good guys.
Yeah, but like she could step on me. I'd be down for that.
It would be like a fun time. Do not deny that.
You don't want to go to hell, like literal hell? Be a gong person?
Nah. No, the only way I would go to hell is if I could be the what's her like sidekick?
Mazikeen?
Yeah. Although I don't know, do I have to get my face half burnt off? Because that would suck.
You'd still be hot with only half a face.
Thank you.
This has been a special journey, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us on it. The Sandman, incredible show. The woman who played Calliope in this, unbelievable performance.
So good. She's stunning.
Yeah, and Arthur Darvill, that is a tough role.
It is a tough role because like at first you like almost sympathize with this writer who's having a tough time, and he gets given this thing and he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And then you're like, oh no, like you suck. You made the wrong choices. Yeah. But they do have that moment in the beginning where you're like, oh, this is tough, right? Yeah. Like, you I don't want to say you sympathize with him, but like for a moment you like almost do, and until he makes the wrong choice, right? Yeah. Right. Like.
Well, and I think that it can be very hard to play that kind of a role with 100% sincerity without like leaning into without ever leaning into being like, look at how creepy I am. Yes. And I thought that he just rode that line perfectly and made the character feel very real in doing so.
Yeah.
Which allowed him to be creepier to me. Because when you play into the darkness of it, into the creep factor, sometimes it feels cloying and you're like, yeah, I get it. He's evil. Whereas I never felt that with him. I just was like, dude, stop.
Yeah, come on.
You're the worst.
Do the right thing. Yeah.
And it's a tough story, but I think it's a beautiful story in the end when you see the power and dignity and strength in Calliope at the end. And
she rises above.
It's not a story that I would ever want to be real, but there is a lesson to learn from the story in the fact that it's fictional, and it moved me so much for that reason. And
yeah, the commentary is really well done.
I just loved it. I just really loved this. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
That
was rad. Yeah. Well done, team. Go team.
Yeah, that was very moving. Neil Gaiman, you're just the best, dude. Thank you for everything. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. If you hit the dislike button on this one, I don't know what kind of person you are.
Rude.
If you want to leave me comments down below, you absolutely can, because Calliope, she's the god of the algorithm today, and she's hungry. She's been locked in a room for 60 years.
The muse of the algorithm.
Yeah, and so let her be the muse for your comment, so that she can eat her own musings. I got lost in that one.
All right.
Follow us around the internet. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And Monday. Tomorrow is the launch of House of the Dragon, if you're watching this the day that it drops. So Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, much like this video, we are going to have our reaction to the first episode of House of the Dragon live for you all. Join us for the premiere. It's going to be a time.
Yes.
It will be a whole time.
It will, yes.
Do something nerdy tonight, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.